Hi, second graders, it's Mrs. Marson again. Today is Friday, May 22nd, and this will be our last video for reading. So if you are watching this video, congratulations, you have finished your reading packet. Almost. We're going to read it together. And boys and girls, I want to share with you that myself and all of the second grade teachers are so very proud of your hard work. We cannot wait to see what you have done in your packets. This has not been easy for anyone, and we know that this is not how we expected our school year to wrap up. But we had to do the best with what we could, and we do hope that we will be able to see all of you again very, very soon. So let's do our last reading passage, which is going to focus on cause and effect. Our passage for today is called The Cherry Tree. We are going to focus on cause and effect, why something happens, what makes it happen. And we're going to read the first one together as always, and then we ask that you read it twice more yourself to continue your reading fluency, to improve it, and to check for accuracy too. How accurate are you reading the words? The cherry tree. Hey, look! Our cherry tree has tiny cherries on it, Emma said to Mia. They are hard and green. But the leaves look weird, said Mia. They are droopy and starting to turn brown. You are right, said Emma. Something must be wrong with it. Let's figure out how to take care of it. The girls got on their computer and searched for information on cherry trees. They found a web page that said cherry trees need lots of sunlight and water. They also need space to grow. The girls noticed that several bushes were growing close to the tree. They could be taking sun and food from the soil that the cherry tree needed. Removing those bushes would help the cherry tree. Is that the same tree from last summer? Mom asked one day. There are big red cherries growing on it. Yes, it is, the girls replied proudly. We learned how to take care of it. Okay, so let's look at our strategy practice. And it asks us to underline the words that help paint a picture in your mind. Now, boys and girls, you might remember this. I hope that you do. When you are painting a picture in your mind, you are visualizing. That's a Z. Visualization is when you are reading, and as you're reading, you are picturing what is happening in the passage that you are reading. So if we go back up to the cherry tree, let's look at the words that helped us paint a picture in our mind. First, I would start with cherry tree. I pictured a cherry tree. Now, even if you don't know what a cherry tree looks like, you would picture something with a trunk and branches and leaves and cherries on it. And as I picture that cherry tree, I would picture tiny cherries. So not real red cherries that look like they're ready to eat, but cherries that are small. And then the other words that I would underline are hard and green. That's what the cherries look like. So I know that cherries usually are red. So I'd have to change my visualization, or what I am visualizing, my pictures, and change it to hard and green. Now we're going to look at the leaves. The leaves look weird. They are droopy. That helps me picture what the leaves look like. And starting to turn brown. Ooh, that's not the leaves that I was thinking of. And then if we continue, it talks about how the girls are looking on their computer. So I'm visualizing the girls sitting, looking at a computer, maybe a laptop, maybe you pictured a tablet, maybe you pictured a phone.
A phone is like a little computer. You can find information on the phone too. And maybe you were picturing them looking up Google and looking for information about the cherry tree. So they're looking up information, and then the girls noticed that there's several bushes that were growing close to the tree. So now I'm changing that picture in my mind to the tree, but bushes around that tree. So the girls realize that they have to remove those bushes so that the cherry tree can have as much food and sun as it needs to grow. And then my last visualization would be of Mom. So Mom wonders, hey, is that the same tree as last summer? So I'm also visualizing here that some time has gone by. So when the girls were doing all of this, it took some time for Mom to see that there are now big red cherries on the tree. So some time has passed. And the author is telling us that from this sentence. So those are all of the words that helped us to visualize or have pictures in our mind of what is happening in this passage. Let's go down to our skills practice. We're going to answer each question below and highlight the answer with the correct color, or whatever color you have. That is okay too. So it starts with red, and my red's not working today, so I'm actually going to use my pen. As cherries grow, they dry out, get smaller, change color, or turn brown. Now, if I go back up to the passage, I remember at the beginning of the story, the cherries were tiny and they were hard and green. But as the cherry tree grew, the cherries became big and red. So the correct answer would be change color. If they're growing, they're not going to dry out. They're growing, they're not going to get smaller, and they're certainly not going to turn brown. So change color would be the correct answer. Number 2, a cherry tree needs bushes to grow close to it, water and salt, a blanket and hat on cold nights, sun, water, and space to grow. Well, this one is just ridiculous, C. So I'm just going to cross that out because no, it is not C. It does not need a blanket. And I know that it does not need salt. Salt is not going to help a tree grow. And I remember from the passage that the bushes had to be removed. They had to be taken away. So it's not going to be bushes to grow close. I do believe, though, and maybe you already knew this, it is C, sun, water, and space to grow. That is your correct answer. Number 3, how did the girls learn how to care for their tree? So let's go back up, and I'm going to take my blue twistable here. How did they learn? I see it right here. They found a web page. So they read a web page that told them what the tree needed to grow and how to take care of it. So we're going to write that down here. The girls found a web page. That's how they knew how to take care of the tree. Capital letter, period. You can copy what I have, or if you want to write your own sentence that has the same idea, you can do that as well. Number 4, green. Because they learned how to care for it, the cherry tree. I think we're going to be able to do this pretty easily. Grew stronger. That seems like the right answer, but let's keep reading. Died? No. Turned brown? No, it would not. It would not have grown. Felt happy. Well, trees can't feel happy. So obviously, our best choice is A, grew stronger.
So boys and girls, this is our last video for reading. Your teachers would like you to continue to go on Reading A to Z, go on iReady, continue over the summer to keep all that you have learned inside those beautiful brains so that when you walk into school in September and walk on into that third grade wing, that purple wing, you can impress your teachers with all that you know. See you soon.